Hi, I'm Weisbarth with Weisbarth and Associates. Welcome to my September 2023 market update report and happy fall 2023, everyone. Is it possible that the market is a seller's market and a buyer's market simultaneously, concurrently, and at the same time? I know what you're thinking. Obviously, the real estate market always leans towards either buyers or sellers, but not to both, although it can be neutral territory too. But to be in both polar opposites at the same time? How can that be possible? Before we continue, let's do a quick primer about the difference between buyer's market and seller's market. We define the type of market that we're in based on the amount of inventory that's available for sale at any given time. We measure that inventory not by the number of homes for sale, but by how fast that inventory is moving. So imagine that we have 1,000 homes for sale in the market. If we're selling 1,000 homes per month, that means that we have 1 month's worth of inventory. If we're selling 2,000 homes per month, then we have half a month's worth of inventory. And if we're selling 500 homes per month, then we have 2 months worth of inventory. Make sense? Now, if we have limited inventory, anywhere between 0 and 4 months worth of inventory of homes for sale, then we say that we have a seller's market, meaning that the sellers have the relative advantage. If we have a lot of inventory, say 6 months worth of inventory of home for sale or more, then we say that we have a buyer's market, meaning that the buyers have the relative advantage. And if we have between 4 and 6 months worth of inventory of homes for sale, then we call that a balanced market or a neutral market, meaning that neither buyer nor sellers have an advantage. Does that all make sense so far? Good. So in the Seattle metro area, we've been in seller's market conditions for at least a decade now. There were times when inventory levels dropped to just a week or two. And even when things slowed down considerably, like it did during the second half of last year, we still had only about 2 to 2.5 months worth of inventory of homes for sale. Meaning, not only have we been in seller's market territory, we've been in strong seller's market territory. I'm telling you all this because by the numbers, we're still very much in seller's market territory. That hasn't changed a bit. But the buyer's recent behavior has changed a lot. If you remember the buyer's behavior when things were really crazy, such in 2017, parts of 2018, 2020, 21, the first part of 2022, and even the earlier part of this year, the buyers would snatch almost anything that had come on the market, sometimes in a totally crazy way. I would see buyers, not any of my buyers, mind you, who would practically throw money at pretty much anything that was out there. And I mean, sometimes it was embarrassing. Now, what I'm about to say next is based purely on anecdotal observation. What I'm seeing right now is that the buyers are being super picky. They're willing to go after good homes, but those homes better be move-in ready with nice open spaces, good locations, properly priced, and of course, properly marketed. And even then, they aren't willing to go crazy. Remember all those stories about homes that would bid up $100,000, $200,000, some even a whole $1 million above asking price? Well, that's not happening right now, not even close. But if the home doesn't meet the buyer's basic needs, crickets. They just won't engage. Now, I admit that I'm being a little simplistic here, but generally speaking, with the demand still being as high as it is, and with the already low inventory levels of homes for sale that we've experienced this year, you would expect a total stampede on all these homes. But curiously, that's just not happening right now. Take a look at this graph. What I'm showing here are the number of new single-family homes listings in blue versus the number of single-family homes that are available for sale in orange in King County starting in January of this year. What you can see is that as the year begins, we see more and more homes get listed. That's the blue. And with it, the number of homes available for sale increasing. That's the orange. And you can also see that both of these lines are increasing at about the same pace. It's not a perfect match, but hopefully you get the idea. Now, look at what happens around July and August. The number of new listings drops pretty sharply, yet the number of homes available for sale increases, meaning there are a bunch of homes that are just sitting there and not selling. By the way, if you want to look at all this information and read my report at your pace and leisure, you'll find all this information in my September newsletter available online and for download for free at weisbarth.com/newsletter. That's weisbarth.com/newsletter. Of course, this information is not true across the board for all homes. And as I said earlier, the good ones get offers pretty quickly. But whereas in past year, with this kind of combination of high demand and low supply, you'd think that the inventory levels would just get decimated, but they're not. Here's another interesting thing. If you remember what I told you in previous vlogs, we've been seeing a growing number of new construction homes for sale. In fact, the portion of new construction homes for sale as a ratio of the overall number of homes for sale has been steadily increasing. A lot of these new construction homes are those really skinny homes that you may have seen popping up all around. And the problem that I've noticed with many of those skinny homes is that they are just not designed right. For example, when I go to show one of those homes, I'll ask my clients to look around and tell me where they would place their TV and sofa. My clients will look around and realize there's no room for TV and sofa. The house was designed and built with a major functionality flaw. And even if the price looks good on paper and the location seems great, the buyers are just not going to buy this home, period. And who can blame them? And so yes, as odd as it may sound, it's a great time to sell and it's a great time to buy. If you have a good home that's well priced and well marketed, you'll get a good price for it. And if you're a buyer looking to buy a good home, even if you encounter some competition, it's not nearly as fierce or prevalent as it used to be. So good opportunities are definitely available. So if you or anyone you know is looking to buy a home or sell their home, please refer them to me and my team at Weisbarth & Associates by phone, email, or fill out the form on our website. We'll make sure that you and your referrals will get educated first so that you can maximize your transaction. We offer a free, no obligation consultation so that we can both find if we are a good fit. The best way to reach me is by phone at 206-779-9808. That's 206-779-9808. And remember that your business and referrals help the kids at Child Haven, so you get a good deed out of it too. Please remember to like, subscribe, and follow for some great insights, charts, and tips on my monthly vlog, and read our monthly newsletter at weisbarth.com/newsletter. I'm Doron Weisbarth with Weisbarth & Associates. Have a great fall 2023, and I'll see you next month. Take care.